r/AskReddit. What is something you wish was true real? Faster than light, FTL, space travel. That would be pretty awesome. I'm working on it. Username doesn't check out. Teleportation. And there's Stod AI learned that one a-hole who's still late to work every day and doesn't get fired because management plays the favorites game. Duck you, Gary. Duck you. How late do you have to be to qualify as an a-hole? Uploading information straight to the brain matrix style. But then the richest of us would be intelligent enough to control everything and would probably stop people from getting good brain uploads. Especially if Comcast has anything to do with it, and they will. Being able to take a photo through your own eyes of what is actually in front of you in the moment, without having to pause and grab a phone or camera. There are so many times that I look at something and wish I could capture it exactly as it is that second. Edit. This is my most upvotes and comments, so thanks all for making my day. 1 or 2 or 687 of you may have mentioned a Black Mirror episode. I'll definitely check it out. Also record the last 10 seconds. Like, bro, really that just happened? You guys are thinking about sex, aren't you? That there are hot singles in my area waiting for me. Craft singles. I've always dreamed of elves, dragons, wizards and warlocks. I like our world very much, but I'll never see a mermaid or a cursed sword. Part of the reason I'm so obsessed with virtual reality is to have the chance to see the wondrous fictional fantasy worlds I've always read, watched, played or imagined. Maybe I'll never live to see Matrix style neural VR BCI's full dive whatever, but I can damn well try. Till then, my Rift's a good starting point. On the plus side, it's driven me to pick up things like drawing and programming on the side. If I can't experience it, lemme at least jot it down. People in the Shadowrun universe get legit strung out addicted to going into the Matrix. My wife says ghost just so there's a possibility of seeing past loved ones again. I say aliens to know that we are not alone. My daughter says phantom thieves from Persona 5? They might be your last surprise. You'll never see it coming. The holodeck because I could literally go anywhere or do anything I wanted in the comfort of my own home. It would be glorious. The Oasis from Ready Player One would be pretty good too. Dream recording machine that allowed you to watch your dreams. I have really crazy, vivid dreams and I would love to be able to experience them again like I would a movie. Studies have shown that while dreams may feel like you've been dreaming for hours, most dreams only last 30 seconds, so that's going to be a pretty short movie. Usually when I watch something for 30 seconds that feels like hours, it's because it's incredibly boring. Superpowers. They would make life so much interesting. Would be awesome if everyone was given one around age 20. You have 20 years to ponder and train using different powers and then decide which one you want when you're 20. Only to realize your power is useless when it comes to finding jobs years later. I wish it was possible to travel back in time. I'm convinced now that it isn't actually possible, but I wish so much that it was and that I had access to it. I'm convinced now that it isn't actually possible. People thought that until the year 2430 if I recall correctly, so I don't blame you. 2427, to be exact, the discovery of the OTN, Oscillating Time Network for those unfamiliar, really just changed everything. A magic pill that would cure health problems. Oof, imagine the price on that thing. It'd cost more than insulin, that's for sure. I'm not a crook, but I would steal that and use it or give it to people in need without a second thought. Edit. Insulin is cheap or free, at least in the US. So I don't know what all the hate is for. That governments looked out for our best interests as a nation. That companies looked out for our best interests. They do if you're a shareholder. I've always wanted real life Pokemon. Yes, I agree. When I was younger with the old school Games Boys, we had to use a cable to trade Pokemon. My bro and I would unplug the cable mid-trade with such high hopes that a Pokemon would come out of the cable. Kid logic. We were so disappointed that we didn't get a real life Wigglytuff. This is super cute. The Force Edit. Thanks for the gold. Kind anonymous user. Hokey religions and ancient weapons are no match for a good blaster at your side. Kid. I wonder if he still felt that way after Vader blocked all his shots with his more or less bare hands. I wish that I could shapeshift, basically just to fit my aesthetics. Sometimes I want to look like an ethereal Roman goddess, but others I want to look like a curvy little cinnamon roll, and other days I just want to be a dragon. Cosplay would be great. I've been losing weight lately and I thought about doing cosplay to experiment with different looks and emulate characters I see a lot of myself in. I've been a styleless blob for my whole life and I want to finally look how I want to, damn it. Open bracket. Still a lot of weight left, but I've been brainstorming ideas. Justice. Hogwarts for people in their 30s. If I could just apparate, I'd be happy. It'd be awesome to have the whole world and learn all the magic. But if I had to pick just one thing, it'd be apparition. No more commuting. No more plane tickets or airports. No more cars or buses. No paying for parking. And no more burning fossil fuels for transport. It'd be a lot like Jumper, actually. Atlantis. I've gotten really into it recently. It would be so cool to have a lost civilization. There are real life lost civilizations. Look into Teotihuacan. It wasn't necessarily lost in locational sense, but in a cultural and contemporary sense it was. The city of Cholula was also wiped out by Spaniards and refound not too long ago. Edit. Wiped out was shitty phrasing. Spaniards built a church on top of a massive building, and in the anthropological sense the city itself was lost locationally. I wish the whole Area 51 alien conspiracy was true. Area 51. Yo, aliens don't actually exist. Russian-com videos. Mayo. So, they come to Earth like yo what's up and get kidnapped. Taken to some shitty sandy ass base and probably probed, and then we more than likely tested them for the HV21 virus strain till their eyeballs became drier than a nun's. Never mind. My point is, they probably won't send a second ship to say hi if 51 is a real alien base. The Sims job system. Just saying. But you'd miss the couple every day because you're passed out on the floor next to a plate of badly cooked waffles. That game has probably been the most stressful game I've ever played. I tried to do things perfectly, and just when I was getting my shit together and starting to relax a bit, I died of old age. Not having a sore throat and fever the first Saturday I have off in 4 months. I think what you really mean is a life where you don't have to work 16 Saturdays in a row. My blonde Polish MILF BBW wife, my 3 kids, my 6-bed detached house in Chelsea, my seat in Parliament, my 100,000,000 follower Twitter account. The bedroom tax would kill you, mate. Once you achieve big life milestones, you're instantly happy. Finding peace and happiness is an ongoing process that is never ending. My girlfriend. Life after death, so my dog will live forever and she's waiting for me to hug her duck. I miss her a lot. Edit. OMG Silver, thank you anonymous person, you've made me very happy today. Portal Gun Beach. Much fun and broken bones to be had. Probably. Portal in floor. Portal in ceiling. Add water. Endless waterfall. Add water wheel. Endless clean power. And rice style vampires, cause then one would have a tiny shot at, if not immortality then at least extreme longevity. Plus they're hot. Couldn't stand an eternity around those mopey ducks though, like an emo band without the music. I wish I were obscenely wealthy, then I could buy political power and get some shit done. I wish that all the unhealthy tasty food drinks were healthy. My will to live. Do you want some of mine? I've come into a surplus recently. I don't mind sharing. Buddy, hit me up with some of that sweet will to live. That we all have the ability to use magic. Not with wands though. Basically we train our mind's abilities like a muscle every day and can channel magic through our hands or items we hold. That college would lead to so many opportunities and so much money like we were promised in school. A leak-proof water bottle. Climate change being a hoax. On the lighter side, Pokemon. A government that cares about its populace. Being able to replay memories in great detail. Ohio. Jurassic Park being real would be amazing. I wish my best friend had a better life. Before I met her she'd been abused and sexually assaulted by her mum. She's in prison now and her dad remarried, but her dad and stepmother have a joint bank account with my friend and used all her money for holidays abroad. She's lived with her younger brother and she's taken care of him for years now, and she's only 18. I try to do what I can to make her happy and I'm afraid of losing her. It makes me sad because she is an amazing person and makes me really happy. Stan Heyman. Driverless cars. I am so over driving in this ducking city. Edit for people saying Tesla. Shut up. If anything, Mercedes technology is leading the game. Point is, I want to step into something that no longer looks like a car. Maybe it's just a bed, or maybe just an office, or maybe it's just a bar, or maybe it's just an extension of my tiny apartment. For those who are private messaged me about ducking my mommy, message her, she would love it, and for the other end, I live in SF. To end. One concern I have for driverless cars is just another step into urban sprawl. Whoa, you made it to the end? You're a ducking beast. I'll cut you a deal. Smash like and subscribe for more curated content, bruh. It's free and that's a great price.